Mr. Grady had done this 11 times, 11 move-outs, 11 damage reports, 11 security deposits that never came back. Grady had checked his numbers, he'd checked his story, he checked everything except the corner of his own photograph. Same folder, same photos, same little speech about wear and tear. It had never once failed him.
Your Honor, I take no pleasure in this, but a lease is a lease, and these damages are real. I've got the pictures right here.
Across the aisle sat a couple he barely remembered, the quiet ones from Unit 4B. They hadn't said a word all morning. This is the story of how one date stamp cost Mr. Grady a lot more than a deposit, and it starts 3 years earlier, with a crack in a bathroom tile. Nina and Sam's first apartment together. Small, drafty in winter, and completely gloriously theirs. Day one, before a single box was opened, Nina walked every room, phone out, every wall, every corner, click.
You know we're moving in, right? Not filming a crime documentary.
My mum rented her whole life, Sam. Rule 1, the day they hand you the keys, you photograph everything. She learned it the hard way, 3 deposits worth.
In the bathroom, she found it. A cracked floor tile by the tub. An old crack in the grout inside already gone dark. She photographed it, and that night she emailed the landlord, just so it was on record. Grady never answered, and never fixed it. 3 good years, slow Sundays, burnt pancakes. Then Sam's offer came, better pay, a real shot at a place of their own. They gave notice and scrubbed the apartment 2 days straight. And Nina, of course, walked every empty room one last time, phone out, click.
Place looks great, folks. Best tenants I've had, hand to God. You'll have that deposit back inside 2 weeks.
$2,400. The new place had eaten their savings on day one. That deposit wasn't a bonus, it was the cushion. 2 weeks, then 3. Then instead of a check, the letter came. An itemized statement of damages, cracked bathroom tile, $400. Carpet, quote, deep staining, $800. Full repaint, $1,200. Total returned, nothing. That nothing had a shape. Moving boxes doubling as a nightstand, a couch saved in an open tab, rice and egg dinners under the one good lamp. There were photos attached, gray photocopies of photocopies, a cracked tile, a stained carpet. Walls that apparently needed rescuing.
Deep staining? Nina, we shampooed that carpet twice. Twice. He's not confused. He's just keeping it.
Sam wanted to go loud. 1-star reviews, the neighborhood group, a yard sign outside the man's office.
And then what? He calls us bitter tenants, shows his photos, and we still don't see a dime. Loud feels good for a day, Sam. Paid feels good forever.
Nina was angrier than he was. She just aimed it better. Something about those photos was bothering her. Not the carpet or the walls, the tile.
Sam, that's our crack. Day 1. That's the exact crack I reported the first week we lived there. He's billing us for it.
If he'd tried it on them, Nina had a feeling Unit 4B wasn't the first. Next morning, she opened 3 years of homework. Move in to move out, every wall, every corner, time-stamped. Closing on an empty apartment that looked ready for a magazine. The crack, the dark grout, stamped the day they got the keys, and her unanswered email, still in writing.
Okay, that covers the tile and the carpet. But how do we prove his photos are garbage?
They filed at the county small claims window that Friday. $40, no lawyers, 1 checked box, deposit withheld in bad faith, and a very quiet drive home. Small claims in this county does one beautiful thing. Both sides swap evidence early. A week later, Grady's packet arrived, his originals this time. Nina laid his photos next to hers. Same tile, same crack, same dark grout, and then she went very, very still. In the corner of his photo, small orange burned into the print by an old digital camera, was a date stamp.
Sam, come here, look at the date.
That's a full year before we moved in. He photographed that crack a year before us. He's been using the same picture.
On every tenant, every deposit. The same crack over and over, and he never once checked his own corner.
They didn't warn him. They didn't call. When a man is digging his own hole, the polite thing is to let him finish. One more hour of homework, the building's old tenants group, and a message to a woman named Gloria, Unit 2A.
The bathroom tile, $400? Honey, he charged me for that tile. 2 years ago, I thought I'd broken it.
12 units, years of turnover. Gloria knew at least 4 other tenants with damage bills. All of them had paid, and nobody had ever checked the corner of a photograph. So Nina printed everything, her photos, his originals, the day one email, into one thin gray folder. A very different kind of folder from Mr. Grady's.
You're not even going to warn him, are you?
He had 3 years to answer one email, Sam. He can have his answer in court.
The hearing was set for a Tuesday. Grady confirmed by email. Breezy, cheerful photos attached again. 10 days before the hearing, an envelope from Grady's office, the full $2,400 back, no admission of wrongdoing if they dropped the case.
That's every dollar we asked for. Paid feels good forever. Your words.
Paid covers us, Sam. It doesn't cover Gloria. He reads that date out loud, in a courtroom, on the record.
11 times, remember. Men like Grady don't get nervous, right up until the exact second they should have been, weeks earlier. Tuesday came. Small claims court doesn't look like the movies. Fluorescent panels, 30 cases, a judge who has heard every story twice.
Vega and Park versus Grady. Withheld security deposit, $2,400. Mr. Grady, you kept the full amount. Walk me through it.
Gladly, Your Honor. I like these kids. I really did. But I walked that unit after they left. Cracked tile, ruined carpet, full repaint. It's all in the photos.
He passed his photos forward like a winning hand. The judge went through them without a flicker. Nina waited.
Ms. Vega, do you dispute the condition shown in these photographs?
No, Your Honor. That crack is real. I photographed it myself, the day we moved in. It's in my folder next to the email I sent Mr. Grady about it that same night, 3 years ago.
Grady's smile did its first strange thing of the morning, a little tightening at the corners. Nobody caught it, except Nina.
Your Honor, tenants say a lot of things. Anyone can photograph a crack after the fact and claim...
You're right. Dates matter. So I have one question, Your Honor. Could Mr. Grady please read out loud the date printed in the corner of his own photograph? The orange one, bottom right.
The courtroom did that thing rooms do when something important is about to happen very quietly. The judge held up the photo. Then she handed it to Grady. And Mr. Grady looked at the corner of his own evidence for what was, visibly, the first time in his life.
March 9th, 2021.
We signed our lease in March of 2022, Your Honor. His photo of our damage is a year older than our tenancy. He's used it on other tenants. One of them is sitting in the back row.
Judge Alvarez took off her glasses. What happened in the next 60 seconds would live rent-free in that courtroom for years.
Mr. Grady, you billed these people $400 for a crack your own camera says predates their lease. The carpet staining appears in none of the move-out photos. And the repaint, sir, is called turnover. It's the cost of owning a building. The statute lets me double a deposit withheld in bad faith. On this record, I'm struggling to find any other kind of faith. Judgment for the claimants, the full deposit, doubled, plus costs.
$4,840. Grady opened his mouth, looked once more at the little orange date in the corner of his own photograph, and closed it again. And there it was, the exact expression Nina had been quietly waiting 3 months to see. She didn't gloat. She didn't have to. The paperwork was doing it for her.
Same tile, same photo, same little speech. I paid that man and blamed myself for 2 years. Not anymore.
Gloria filed that same week, then the couple from 3C, then a nurse from years back, same orange stamp, same tired photograph. Grady's little system had exactly one flaw. It only worked while nobody looked closely. Now, everybody was looking. The check cleared on a Thursday, Gloria's a month later. They spent a small piece on takeout at the same table where the letter had landed. The rest, the first brick of a down payment on a place nobody bills them for.
For the record, the yard sign would have been faster. To your mom's rule 1.
To reading the corners.
Here's the trick men like Grady pull: 11 tenants paid, and blame themselves. Receipts aren't just for judges, they're proof to you that you're not the problem. Nina knew. 1 photo, 1 question. So honestly, what would you have done? 1 word in the comments, rant, or photo. Next time, they told her to train her own replacement before they let her go, so she did. Exactly as instructed. Every step in writing. And step 11 is the one you'll be thinking about all week. If you want to be there when step 11 lands, subscribe. Until then, keep your receipts, keep your cool, and always read the corners. See you Tuesday.